Ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to share a little story with you. I've not been recording quite a lot lately. Well, that was because, yes, I was in Cape Town for a bit, but also while I was in Cape Town, the passing of my good friend Neil de Beer happened, which has affected me quite a lot. I'll be honest with you. To me, Neil wasn't just a friend. Neil was a colleague from the days of when I was still in Action SA, to be quite honest. He was obviously part of the UIM. I won't forget meeting Neil at the IEC, what do you call that? National Results Center, Rock, yeah. Um, I won't forget meeting him there. And the funny thing was, Action SA had done badly, as well as his organization at the time, UIM. And he had said to me, Kuhle, we need to keep the faith if we are to save South Africa. Obviously, at that point in time, I never knew I was going to leave Action SA. But one thing was, Neil was a patriot through and through. He had firm belief in this country. He believed in a united South Africa. He was a man that, kept faith even at its darkest points, when it was not fashionable, he was still faithful. And in that regard, I just want to send a shout out to Neil, for all that he has done for South Africa, for the advice he has given me. I found myself in podcasting through people like Neil de Beer. So a huge one to Neil, and yeah, it's a huge loss. I'm recording this on I think it's a Tuesday, and trust me, I feel every pain. It's as if it's a fresh wound, but it has been a couple of days, and I still feel it. I watched through the clips, and I just can't believe he's gone, just like that. Yeah, death be not proud. Yet again, hello, friends, and yeah, welcome back to 10 Minutes with Kuhle, the show where we cut through the noise, skip the sugarcoating, and tell it like it is. Today's headline is South Africa's government has officially run out of money. Yes, you heard me right. The ATM is empty, the credit card is maxed, and the overdraft is screaming for mercy. For years, the state has been living like that one cousin who earns 10,000 Rand a month but insists on driving a German luxury car, eating out every night, and investing in pyramid schemes. And now the repo man is circling the driveway. Let's talk numbers. Our debt is now sitting at 76% of our GDP. 15 years ago, it was 26%. 15 years ago. So that was during Zuma's time. It was 26%. That's not growth. That's a financial cholesterol problem. And the interest bill, a casual 1.2 billion a day. Not on schools, not on hospitals, not on fixing potholes, just interest. We're basically paying rent on money we already wasted. And here's the kicker. The interest rate we're paying on government debt is almost double our economic growth rate. Imagine earning 5% a year but paying 10% on your loans. That's not sustainable. That's a countdown to bankruptcy. Now, economist Kevin Lings puts it plainly. The government can't borrow more, which is why, they tried to hike VAT earlier this year, because when you've burned through your credit, the only thing left is to raid pockets of the people who still produce value in the country, the taxpayers, the entrepreneurs, the small business owners, and the people keeping the lights on. Well, when ESCOM feels like. Now, and let's be honest, this isn't just bad luck. This is the result of a decade of spending on consumption instead of production. Now, that translates to the money went to salaries, perks, and political vanity projects instead of building things that actually grow the economy. Infrastructure is crumbling, trains don't run, water pipes are burst like clockwork, and now, surprise, there's no cash to fix it. So what's the plan? Well, apparently we're going to tap the private sector for infrastructure investment, which is rich because the same government that's been hostile to business for years now wants to bail it out. It's like insulting your neighbor for a decade and then knocking on their door to borrow sugar. Reserve Bank Governor Lings Kganyago has been waving the red flag too. He's warning about a debt spiral. That's when you borrow money just to pay the interest on the money you already owe. It's financial quicksand, and once you're in, you don't climb out, you sink. Here's the brutal truth. High taxes, low quality spending, and a sub-investment grade credit rating are strangling growth. And without growth, there's no way out of this mess. You can't tax your way to prosperity. You can't borrow your way to stability. And you definitely can't spend your way out of a hole when the spending is wasteful. So where does that leave us? With a government that's broke, an economy that's stagnant, and a private sector that's expected to play survivor while being treated like the villain. And for the minority communities in this country who've been told for years that they're the problem, here's the irony. You're about to be the solution. Your businesses, your investments, your productivity, that's what's going to keep the wheels turning when the state engine has ceased. Now, the lesson here is, in the real world, the capitalist world, you can't defy math forever. Eventually the bill comes, and in South Africa, that day has arrived. You have seen provinces like the Northern Cape literally coming out saying that they can't pay salaries. We can't make this up. They've said another 6 months of salaries and boom, they're out of business. That is where South Africa's government is. We are broke. We are broke. The card is declining, and the world sees it and knows that we've got politicians and all these other scoundrels focused on rubbish that does not grow the economy. This has been 10 Minutes with Kuhle. Please stay sharp, stay informed, and remember, money doesn't grow on trees. As well as, if you like our content, please do consider subscribing. And you can buy me a coffee by sending me a super chat in the comments below. Till next time, stay safe, stay blessed.